What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post. As you guys can see here, Techno Future at the time of recording now, and we are spinning the clock forward here for the next month-long event. So already crazy. That's already the end of the month, but we're getting now August, the breakdown in terms of 4 main milestone events. There's going to be 4 quick rumbles, 2 alliance milestones. There's also some additional information on another character getting added to the War Store that's going to be notable, and as well as some more details as well for the Pestilence Saga. So it's a jam-packed blog, guys. So definitely take the time to go through it when you have a chance, but I'll just quickly go through it here. As you guys can see, they give us finally a sneak peek of terms of these main milestones that are coming, right? We're going to get, the wrap-up here of Valkyrie. We got the Victory Blueprints, which was what we've seen before. Vision of Tomorrow. This is likely going to be the Vision event that's going to be available for us to actually farm. And as well, we got the Monster versus Machine here for another milestone event. Quick Rumble. They've broken this down as well. It's going to be the Dark Code. It's going to be the Cosmic Mutants, Heroes for Hire, and Wave 1. So all these different teams, if you guys haven't had a chance, definitely easier if you have them ranked up in the higher yellow stars to get those points, but so far so good. The Coordinated Assault Alliance milestone, this is the one for all the ISO 8 T4 materials in terms of just getting them to the next level tier, right? So keep in mind as well, this is the one that's going to be dependent on actively going through. So save those ISO 8 energy to make sure that you can actually utilize those attacks. But as well, the notable events that we're going to be keeping in mind now is going to be the Relay Circuits, the Helium Neon Laser Pistol, Jet Boot, and as well as the Adamantium Arm and AI Response Matrix. So kind of similar to what we've already seen in the last 2 months, but these events generally tend to have these selected specialty items that make up a bulk of the milestones. And this is ultimately going to be for Deathlok's unlock, so keep that in mind going forward. It's going to be pretty much the same as how we're unlocking right now Mighty Thor, but now in this case Deathlok. So they do give us a breakdown here. Do know that this is subject to change, guys, so always great to get a sneak peek. I'll probably make a video separately just breaking down the analysis in terms of how involved it is, but with these month-long events, as we've seen, typically they do take the full month, so you just need to ensure and try to be as active as you can. But the good news is there's always a boatload of different rewards too, like the Teal Raid gear, gold promotion credits, and so forth. So Ride of the Valkyrie, yeah. Charging into the first milestone event, July 31st is going to be Ride of the Valkyrie. Additional Valkyrie costume that's going to be coming up. So something to keep in mind here. How you're going to be able to go about this milestone is actually winning in the Blitz. So it's going to be a 7-day milestone. It's going to reward these Valhalla orb fragments of silver phase bits, training modules, and as well as working towards that costume, right? And as well, they always much appreciated teal orange gear, army orb fragments, and so forth. But you can see here the key is actually going to be ensuring that you have Asgardians built up. If you do, that's going to make it a lot more streamlined and easier to manage to get these points, and it is going to be a 7-day event for blitzing. And that's really pretty much how you're going to unlock her, that second costume anyways. We'll scroll down here, just giving us the breakdown again of the milestones. And keep in mind again, guys, this is subject to change, but very, very excited though. The Shield Maiden Mayhem web milestone here, so we can participate in an arena to actually rack up points again now for the 7-day milestone. And this is just going to give us some additional fragments as part of that Valhalla orb. Got the Coordinated Assault I touched on earlier as well, but they give us the breakdown again, and as well the Rumble here. So just once again, now this is going to be the more important piece of the blog post, guys. Finally, some additional clarification and details on the Pestilence Saga, which, if you guys recall right now, is ongoing with the second Scourge happening now with Morgan Le Fay, and it actually does kick off in a few days here on August 1st, and the first premiere of this, right? I was thinking originally this is going to be maybe closer to the unlock of Apocalypse, but they really want to keep this all together. So you can see here there's going to be a new campaign that's getting added to the section, and as you can see, we're going to be leading Morgan Le Fay and the rest of her Darkhold, in this case Agatha Harkness, Wong, Doctor Strange Heartless, and Scarlet Witch, through these missions to ultimately be a part of unlocking Apocalypse. Upon doing so, we're also going to be able to transform Morgan's abilities, because she's going to get these awakened ability materials, which actually cultivate and change her abilities, ultimately as well unlocking another costume for her. So very, very exciting, guys. These are definitely exciting times to be a part of, especially with all these ongoing events every week or every couple of weeks. But you can see here the big notable one is that they did previously identify that in order to unlock Apocalypse, we do need difficulty 2. Difficulty 2 here requires gear tier level 15 for each character in order to participate. right? If you guys don't have the time or opportunity to do so by then, I still encourage you to try and get at least the difficulty 1, which is Gear Tier 13. I would assume that this event would run again, hopefully before Apocalypse, but to be quite honest, I'm not sure if that was noted previously. I'll have to probably look into it to see if this was confirmed, but I would assume that maybe this should come back, and then that way it'll give us another chance for the folks that may or may not have a Gear Tier level 15 of the Darkhold team. But as well, these are what's notable, right, for the unlock. Orange ability materials, gold, mega orbs. Difficulty 2 is the big one because of Morgan Le Fay's awakened ability materials, which is ultimately going to change her abilities. The difficulty 3, that one is going to be the harder one because Gear Tier 17 just came out, so I don't know if a lot of maybe the whales out there will have a chance to get them, but not going to be my focus. Difficulty 2, I still have to get the rest of my Darkhold up to Gear Tier 15, but again, they give us the reminder here as well that 2+ is really going to be the bare minimum required to unlock Apocalypse, and that's really how you're going to get that full transformation once Apocalypse is released with the other 3 horsemen available. Big update here, guys. Finally getting our chance to actually get Scarlet Spider being added as part of that notable Web Warriors team, and very, very strong requirement needed for Morgan Le Fay, right? It's nice that he's finally going into the game. Unfortunately, it's not the store I would have preferred, though, because being in that web store does always make it quite difficult because there's so many, the war store, it makes it so difficult because there's already so many powerful characters in there, and the fact that you have to rotate and go through, so it's going to be a little bit trickier to get more shards of him, but the good news is at least he's officially farmable, and now if you have the war credits, we can generously get 5 shards every time, so definitely something I'm going to be saving up for because I would love to get him higher up just because I use him every day, especially for the Doom 3 raids now. As well, what's notable is that they did make a comment here that 2 more newer characters will have increased availability in the upcoming month, so something to be mindful of, but they still have a backlog of characters that they need to work on. And as well now, they also added a comment here that for the monthly calendar for August, we're doing something a little different. Instead of getting 1 character in the monthly calendar, you'll be getting all 3 Ravager minions, so you'll be receiving a total of 360 Ravager minion shards if you claim your calendar every day of the month. So wow, that is really notable, guys, because actually currently right now I am farming for them in preparation of the next Scourge event, just in case I need to build them up. I'm not sure yet, but the fact that they're going to give 120 shards of each, that's a good heads up. You know, continue farming if you would like to, just to maximize them, but very nice that they actually got this ready to go for us. And then lastly, just some weekly events, right? Giving us a heads up of who's upcoming for Blitz. So it's going to reward magic character shards. We got, again, the quick rumble, that's Darkhold, that's upcoming next week. The payday events coming up. So that in a nutshell is the blog post, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this quick and brief video. I like to keep it concise and short. Good luck in your guys' farming. I'm glad to see that Scarlet Spider is coming into the game now for us to officially farm. And as well, it's going to be very interesting to see how this Pestilence saga shapes up to be. So I'll definitely make videos on that as well, guys. Thank you as always. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one.